We're going in. I also got to go collect my rewards from that league backstory thing. I'm watching the Twitch stream again, not my screen.
The weak fear the shadows.
Now that they're banning the cane now.
Yeah, straight to the cane. That's definitely going to be a good pick. Hopefully Lockie plays that move though.
What if they put out the double ban here?
Surely not. Surely there's better people. Well, now that Boggy's playing between Ornn and... I got like a block nose.
Yeah.
What you call Ornn and what's it called? Tahm Kench. They're gonna be a little bit of a harder time trying to ban him. I honestly think if they do ban the Ornn, if they don't ban the Ornn, he will still go Tahm Kench. Okay, there's the Tahm Kench pick. So yeah, he's definitely gonna switch back to the Ornn. Which I think what you call it, Vincent's gonna. Is it Vincent?
No, it's the Beast.
Sorry, the Beast. Yeah. Vincent was the Beast. Okay, he should be having a pretty decent time against Ornn in the top lane. Super tanky in the late game, but in the laning phase, it should definitely be tough for Boggy if he does go the Ornn.
Well, what they might actually do here is they might let the volley bear slip through, and then they'll get Boggy to ban the Viego here. And
yeah, why'd they ban the Yorick?
You're scared.
Because it's the only thing the Beast has been playing in all his games. He's just been playing Yorick.
I definitely think Nocturne might get picked up here though. I think we'll see Nocturne. I don't know if Lucky. I don't think Lucky will go Shyvana. Surely not. I think he'll go Nunu. Yeah, there's Nocturne. Predicted that one.
And they might no, because they picked up Nocturne for Damo. I don't think. Oh, he's still gonna go volley. Interesting.
Okay. Is that going to Lucky or is that going to Boggy?
No, it'll go to Boggy because Lucky's got next pick. Yeah.
Oh, there's Yawn. Slid that one in there.
The Amumu. Now this is an old pick for Lucky. This is his OG champion. Actually, I believe it was the Amumu that he used to completely sweep the season 2 of Average Rivals.
Yeah, Nunu was definitely Amumu was definitely a big play in the season 2 of Average Rivals. That was quite a lot. Seen a lot from Lucky. Unless he's trying to bait us. No, I was hoping he was going to like switch to something at the end. But look, letting the Nocturne Damo slip through is going to be crucial. The Caitlyn's going to be a good pick. But if they get Callista or anything like that on Bubbles, I think that'll be quite good. But I don't think Callista's worked as well with Waz specifically. I think Waz has had a pretty hard time when he does do the Callista in terms of like using the ult and things like that. But look, he does use Callista ult at some very, very good times after playing with Bubbles. I just hope that Blue Team has recovered a bit from the last game. That we hopefully see their best performance still happening in this game, because there's still a chance of the grand finals for them to get into. They will be versing Gamma's team again if they do get into the grand final, which I would love to see that. I'd love to see a rematch between the two.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a different team comp, I hope, coming out of the Blue Team. Oxley's got his Malzahar. That's a force to be reckoned with.
Who picked up the Jinx here for Bubbles? They're just making sure that he gets an ADC and doesn't get banned out, which I think is actually quite a solid pick here.
Yeah, I think that's in terms of, no offense to Ku, but Bubbles is the most valuable champion. But most valuable player, I'd say, with Damo as to their picks. So I think it's really good they secured that really nice pick for him. Just guarantee him that little bit more pressure in the bot lane.
Yeah, definitely.
They're banning Lulu next, okay, because they have been comfort picking. Waz has been comfort picking Lulu a lot. Israel, maybe that. Hopefully, I think they'll ban Yuumi. To be honest, I think Yuumi would be quite a good ban against Cat right now. But what are they going to ban here? No, Kali already is banned. Katarina maybe. Oriana.
Also, just for the production, the team names still haven't been changed around just yet.
Oh, true. Yeah, the team names still the same. No, you can find out that way, Tempo. Tempo just said just to DM him, but how unprofessional of you, Tempo. Stop talking to us. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's the Oriana ban.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I think, yeah, getting rid of the Oriana and the Akali just kind of forces Kill into either the Kassadin. I guess a Malzahar, probably either LeBlanc. And I think it'd probably be a Kassadin here. Because any of other of Ku's champions just don't work with that. And if you have a Jinx, you probably do want that Kassadin to be pulled through.
Kassadin's gonna suck against a Malzahar though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't Malzahar just completely be able to shut him down with his level 6?
But it's better than Katarina and LeBlanc.
Syndra?
Syndra maybe, but I just don't think Curry's that confident on Syndra compared to those other champions.
Yeah, this will be a tough pick for her. Yeah, Oxley's gonna have a good time mid. I think. I think if he gets a good Ari,
Ari.
I didn't see that one coming. Okay, I haven't seen Ku play much Ari. I'm excited to see what happens mid lane.
Yeah. And this is obviously their support pick now, because they know that they're going to be going against a Swain ADC. That's something that Joe's actually been well known for. He doesn't like to play those conventional ADCs. He's been playing Seraphine, he's been playing Swain. He just likes to play something unique and different.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's look, that's what we kind of need out of Madison B Simps, to be honest. Just
Yeah.
that bit of a controversial game. Oh, Senna Swain. That would be very, very nice. That still keeps their
Yeah.
AD in the game. If she does commit to this instead of Yumi, yeah, that's going to be a very, very good pick. Oh man, I'm excited for this game. This is going to be a very,
Yeah,
very
this
good
is going to
game.
be a good one.
But that is a Galio support though. Swain and Senna will not have. Look, Senna's going to get a bit of stacks out of that Galio, which will be quite nice for them. But I don't think that's going to be crazy. Like, oh man, I don't know. I honestly don't know how this game's going to go. There's so much CC involved with like just Oxley being able to shut down someone. Swain's going to be having so much damage out with his ult and his hook and things
Yeah.
like that. Amumu's got a hook as well, so he's going to have a massive engage. I definitely think both teams are looking really good for the engage specifically. And look, Waz's Galio, I haven't seen that played too often. I'm really, really excited to see that. We're seeing a lot of good Galio played, especially from
Nexus.
Nexus. That was it. Yeah, so Nexus was the MVP of the first game. Actually, yeah, we didn't really decide an MVP in the other games. What was the second game?
I don't know, but the third game was definitely Sylvia. Third
You
game was
reckon?
definitely
I was gonna say it was Torsten after the comeback, but we can argue between the two. We can help Twitch chat let us decide.
because personally, I reckon it was the Vayne, just because the consistency. I mean, I will admit, Odyssey, he did kind of fall behind in that early game, and he did come back hard and come back swinging. But I think if you were the most valuable player on your team, you have to be consistently good and consistently pushing through and powering through
True.
and getting your team to that finishing line. And Sylvia definitely did that.
Yeah, no, I definitely think this is a good point. So look, but look, he played out of his mind. Even when mid lane was completely out of the game, like when he had 10
Yeah.
stacks, Ku had 10 stacks on a Dark Seal, she was still just hammering him down mid. He was still able to bring that back along with his
Yeah.
team. But I do agree, S15 Sylvia, I think, was the bit of the MVP for that one with the Vayne.
Yeah, definitely. And I can't go into my league stats at the moment, but I believe that who was it in that game that we also casted?
I would like to thank Tempo for doing a phenomenal job with the stream so far. I think we've had very, very little hiccups so far, which has
Oh,
been quite
definitely.
nice. Um,
I
He says he's dropped 42 frames, but I think last time it was like 7,000 or some shit like that. I remember being something stupidly high. We just kept
also
getting a lot of pauses, but yeah, we've been having some very, very nice smooth stream that like this time around, so that's quite good.
in the game of Press the Attack versus OCF's team, I'd say Bubbles. He definitely was MVP there. He
True,
was
true.
13 and 2 on that Caitlyn, and with that Lord Doms, he was just free firing into them, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bubbles definitely secured that for his team by getting so many kills at the start.
Yeah,
He definitely shut on that second game that we saw, and he was just able to power through. And again, we just watched him just kill Galio with like 3 shots or something
yeah,
like that. Or, someone would just step up and just absolutely rip into them. I think I agree with that as well.
yeah.
Who's Tornado Wado?
I do not know actually.
Tornado Warnado, sorry.
So from the games we've casted, we've got 3 different people who have deserved MVP. But we'll also need to go into the stats later on of the games that we haven't watched just yet and
True,
see
we need
who
to get
played
a.
well.
That will help with some of the awards that will be coming later.
Man, my softball bat's really old. I got it when I was in like what, year 7? And it's a pretty fucking good sized bat. I was a big kid in year 7. Oh, actually, another real cool thing that I have in my room because we've got
Oh,
downtime is this cool thing my granddad made. Yeah, I mean,
have a look.
it's like a cool little like clown thing that hangs on like a string,
Huh.
and like hold on, if he starts spinning, yeah, and he spins
That's sick.
and comes back up again, and then he'll go
Uh,
back down again.
Huh, that's kind of awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
Who is Sylvia? Um, it's a bit of an odd question. He's from from the LGAs, which are currently on lockdown right now in Sydney. Not to dox the man. But yeah, no, he owns an S15 Sylvia, which is a very very nice car, very similar to my Skyline, very very similar car to my Skyline.
Yeah.
Both Nissans. I'm a big fan of S15s. I love S15s.
It's a car that does go.
Yeah, yeah, much better than my one, but mine will overcome it soon.
Alright, so we're going to be going into the game very shortly, and I'm looking forward to Ox's performance here. I'd say in the 2 games that he's played that we haven't casted, he was definitely MVP. Like I'm talking, what he went 17 and what was it? Oh, sorry, my apologies. I was reading the wrong ones. Oh, sorry, he went
Nice.
17 and 5, and 12 and 1. Like that performance is you can't underestimate that, man.
Yeah, I'm very keen for this mid lane fight. I think I've usually been keen for the bot lane fights at the moment, and I will be in this game still. I'm quite excited to see the what do you call it, the Swain main and the Swain and Senna playing in the bot lane. It's a bit of a odd pick definitely coming out, which I think it's going to be hard. But look, Bubbles and get like with the Galio as Waz, I think it's going to be a really really solid pick. I think it's something nice and safe. It's a little bit more aggressive than last time. In terms of like the Galio still able to jump on top of people and things like that, but I still think that's quite good against the Swain and the Senna early game. If they do not get the kills early game though, if they get too far behind, Swain's going to sustain too much and Senna's just going to be able to out heal a lot of that stuff, and they're going to be unkillable. It's going to become a real pain in the ass, but I know Bubbles is going to be able to bring that back. As long as they focus on keeping together as a team right now, and just making sure that last loss didn't get to them, I think they can still do this.
Yeah, definitely.
But mid lane, you're definitely right. I'm really excited for this Malzahar versus Ari. I have not seen Ku play a lot of Ari in my time, but Malzahar is definitely quite a nice pick for Oxley. I think he'll be very, very happy that he managed to pick that out of it. I hope the beast flashes over the wall so he doesn't get seen. I'd be Giga Brain. But yeah, we've got another game with 4 teleports. Again, that's made this all the more entertaining, definitely to cast. We should just make that a rule for all tournaments from now on out, actually.
Yeah,
No
mid lane ignite.
Yeah, no mid lane ignite. Even though that was how Torsen was the one to pick up the first kill in the last game.
Yeah. Well, because it's a very common strategy, like in pro play, where you'll see you see mid laners running like TP, and that's why you never really see a lot of those like solo kill assassins in like pro play, unless they're playing like a champion like Akali, where you can run the TP and ignite at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a meta I am not a fan of, and I dislike people who abuse that meta.
Ooh, that's a nice hook. We'll get some early aggression off of them. But Senna Swain is just not that punishing of a comp level 1, so they should be perfectly fine walking away from that.
But Cat is just going to be sitting there and just getting as many stacks as humanly possible.
Oh man, that's a second pull.
And Bubbles is just taking so much free damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bot lane here gets level 2 first. They're not going to be able to do too much with it because Swain and the Senna are pushed really far back.
Ooh, Ornn's getting a nice lot of damage onto the Nasus there. That'll do very nicely for them. The double snare onto the Galio bot lane is going to be really, really good for them. I just realised that they do have a double kind of stun or snare.
Oh, as mentioned with Hayden, this is Sane main the Swain main, pulling out his old main champion.
It is, yes. That's going to be a massive way of crashing on the bot. That's definitely the biggest flaw of their strat right now is the CSing aspect of it, which Bubbles is an absolute freak for. Bubbles is a big CS, so he's very, very good at it. Oh, Waz is definitely really bold play there coming into the center, but Waz is potentially going to get picked off here. He actually used Flash to try and get out of there. That was rough. Oh no, that hook's going to hurt a lot. Oh, Senna's going to potentially be able to get a kill. No, they won't be able to get one. Oh man, that's a lot of damage coming into the bot lane.
That's huge. That's 2 summoners committed from Waz and Jinx here. So that's a heal gone and your flash gone from your Galio. The Galio loses a lot of his potential to engage, and both the people on red side here, they just haven't used any of their summoners bot lane.
Oh, this is quite a good hook coming in from Lucky here, but
he's got this.
That was insane. He was just dodging back and forth. He was not letting Lockie have a choice there. I think Lockie should have just gone for the center of gravity rather than the prediction, but that was some nice gameplay coming in there from the Ari. Just back forth, back forth, back forth.
Yeah, Boggy's able to get out of here safely. But now this means Loki's able to double scuttle Damo.
True, it is. But he might be able to take the
He takes
yeah.
Krugs. Yeah, Damo got the full crack, went for the full clear and the Krugs. But that's just nowhere near as important as getting the double scuttle. The double scuttle is so much, and we're going to see Loki actually coming back in towards the mid lane here for another gank.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Ku's going to have as much luck getting out of this one. Oh no, she starts to have the flash up. Loki committed to that hook though, taking a bit of turret shot. It won't do much long term for them, but
Yeah, I just think.
oh man, these hooks coming in from Swain. They just keep getting caught by Bubbles. It's getting really rough for them. Oh, Bubbles is not having a good time. I think Galio could play a lot closer to Bubbles right now, but Bubbles needs to make sure he keeps dodging that. Oh, this is going to be a really good engage coming in from Damo as Boggy just uses flashes then. This might be a first kill picked up. First blood goes to Darius. Oh, that's going to be crucial for the top lane right now.
Oh, Boggy just mistimed the W just so we could try and get that, because when you use your W on Ornn, you get a free unstoppable passive. And Boggy tried to time it just so as soon as the Nocturne's fear had finished that he would be able to get away scot-free. But
Yeah,
it just wasn't the case.
Yeah, Bubbles is just having such a rough time against that hook down the bot lane from Swain. I think the Swain main is definitely pulling out a lot of his thing. Yeah, broke his ankles. Forgot about that. That would have been a funny joke for the coup. That's the first dragon picked up by Red Team. What are you gonna die to it? Maybe got Swine. Surely he's got Swine. No, they didn't.
Yeah, it is a very common occurrence for Loki to be getting those first drags. He is a very big fan of that dragon, and he loves getting them.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a tough late game for both teams as well. I'm just thinking about Malzahar, Swain, Senna is just healing CC and just so much damage between the three of those people. Yeah. But Galio, Nocturne, and Darius, that's a really, really nice combination. So I think the team fights, we're going to see a bit of different pace of game. I think if Darius drops on the right people, that's going to be really, really nice for him. I think Galio as well, if you get some good ults off, if Damon is able to catch people off guard, that's going to do really, really nicely for them. Both teams have so much damage, it can really result in a lot of quick and intense fights that need to be taken super quickly.
If we could look at the damage graphs real quick, not damage, the gold graphs. What am I saying? We can see that Ox here is actually both Ox and Ari here. They're both able to get this lost chapter, and I think it's just kind of a back and forth to see who can shove the wave in first, get the most value out of it.
Ooh, that's a really nice pick up to Senna here. Hopefully he might be actually chop her off. No, that won't be able to, unfortunately. So Senna will be able to walk off onto that. But that was a nice bit of damage onto the Senna. Unfortunately, she'll just queue her way back to full health.
Yeah. And now, as I said before, both mid laners have bought the lost chapter, and Boggy building the Bramble Vest in top lane. I don't think he realizes that
those hooks have just been hailing in.
I don't think Boggy realizes about the nerf that applied from Bramble Vest actually. Because I remember they made Bramble Vest damage. I'm pretty sure it's scaled with level.
Yeah,
so it just becomes less and less valuable as the time goes on.
I think
more and more. Sorry, that's the word to use.
Yeah, I think Boggy needs to. Yeah, he needs to commit to his mythic because he is kind of the main tank of his team right now. I think getting the mythic was way more important in my opinion. Oh, Loki's going to try and just sweep past that and get a hook onto the Galio. Oh, Galio's getting stretched straight back. That was a big hook coming in from Swain there, which is able to pull him back. That was a very, very nice play from Red Team there. That was a good gank by Loki. He's definitely feeling that Amumu come through.
Yeah, definitely.
There wasn't much dodging though happening in the bot lane though. They weren't able to get that out, unfortunately. Oh, he's going straight onto the Darius here. Darius is going to be copying a bit of damage, but there's a lot of minions to start attacking Boggy at the moment. He's taking a lot of that consistent damage. He's committing with his ult though. I think Darius can potentially do this. Oh, that's a big kill up for blue team. Oh, Darius is getting quite strong now. Boggy has to be super careful right now. I think with the bot lane looking so good for red team right now, Boggy needs to be playing a lot further back.
Yeah, definitely.
And again, that Bramble was just not the right pick.
Yeah, maybe if you started building for plated steel caps, it would have been way more valuable for him. But just the Bramble isn't the play.
Yeah, I think definitely getting his mythic first because they need to rely on the late game as well. And the mythic would be better for that, especially against I suppose the Bramble's actually okay. They do have Jinx and Nocturne to get a bit of that damage out.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I definitely think the other people may have the more. I don't know. There's logic to it. I would say it's 50-50 the more I think about it. The more I look at the Darius, Nocturne, and Jinx, the Bramble will be quite good for the late game team fights. But just for the first pick against Darius, I definitely think going towards the mythic. He's only on 22 CS as well. 30 CS behind at 8 minutes into the game.
All that Boggy needs to do now is just sit there and soak XP.
Absolutely. Bubbles cannot get caught off by another hook right now. It's going to be very bad for him if he gets caught under tower.
Oh, the
Bubbles, you gotta just gotta dodge those, man. It's been very rough to him.
No, but Cat fumbling the root there, actually.
Bubbles is 20 CS though in front of the Swain right now. As much as they have copped a death from one of these things, Bubbles is keeping a CS lead, which is the most important thing I think he can keep doing. He can allow himself to get poked as long as he just keeps his economy up. Which I think is playing the right game right now. Oh, that's another big... Oh, that's a big snake coming in from Senna, though. Senna's going to potentially be able to clap him, but Swain won't be able to close the distance there. Oh, no, not a time for it to be paused.
It appears that Darius is actually DC'd from this game. So that's quite unfortunate, actually. So we're going to have to take a quick break here. But,
that's unfortunate. Oh, man. I don't think Senna's going to be able to pick up that kill here. I don't think she'll be able to bounce her Q off anything. I see that as being the only viable thing she can really do. But yeah, the pause is definitely for the top lane. I think AFK. Yeah, the Darius can't be the one. Falling behind right now. That's rough.
The flash from Waz.
Okay, is Darius back? Yes, Darius is back. That's good. Okay, interesting gameplay. Look, no one's still dying in the bot lane, which is definitely the most important thing for them, because they know they can just keep their pressure up by keeping the CS up as much as they can and getting all that gold into their system. For the team fights, because I think, look, a blue team does have the better team fight comp as long as they play it correctly and they play it safely. Play around the Galio, play around the heavy tank, play around the Darius, you know, that just frontline bruiser who can just put out all that damage while Nocturne rips him from behind and Jinx just gets out the most consistent damage. We're definitely going to see a nice power spike as well from Jinx if she does manage to get a mythic first, which I think she's on track to do, but it'll be close. There's still a lot that can happen in the bot lane that may deny that.
Yeah, definitely. And there's one thing that's surprising is seeing the Galio here not buying boots. Especially against Swain and a Senna. Like, boots are a really crucial pick for you.
Yeah, I don't think Swain is actually putting out that much damage. He's putting out mostly CC. The Senna would be the one putting out that much damage, so I don't think the magic resist was the way to go. I definitely think the boots was the way to go. Okay, this is going to be a three-man gank here. They're jumping straight. Lucky's going straight into the Galio here. Galio's copying a lot of the damage, but that could work out for the blue team. No, blue team's just going to... Actually, no, blue team's teleporting in and dropping Rift at the same time, so this could still be a 3v4. They may just stick with the Rift, though. I think they might just focus on the tower, potentially. No, they just want to play with their food at the moment. Lockie's looking for a big hook here, potentially, if they do manage to get Blue Dragon off. But their tank is down. Ari is coming from mid, as it should be noted. Order's sitting up the top, but he still has teleport up for him right now. This could hopefully be quite a big fight. Oh, Lockie's coming in for an engage, but he does miss the hook there. Rift is getting a nice amount of damage onto that turret still while this is all happening, and Boggy's still focusing getting his CS up. Oh, this is now a 3v3 now, so there's turn this potentially into this favour. Lockie's being charmed, he's getting jumped onto. Senna's into a really, really vulnerable position. She's going to use Flash to try and get out there. Darius is starting to chain his ults now. This is a huge fight for blue team. Sane is going to be able to get out with his ult. I definitely think he's safe there, but that's 2 kills picked up and potentially another dragon if we see this happening. Very, very well played by blue there. They played that perfectly, dropping that rift, and just taking their time, waiting for Ari to come to them, was the best thing that they could do.
Yeah, definitely.
Ku's got to be careful here. Ku's the king of overextending. That's definitely a risky play staying there for that long. Oh, she's lucky.
Wait, are they... They're letting Ox just kind of hard push into that tower. And he knows they're kind of committing bot lane, so he's going to go in and get that extra free plate. But one thing that surprised me is Ox never used his ult.
He never used his ult in that fight, did he?
I swear I saw multiple opportunities where Ox could have used his ult very freely and managed to have gotten just free damage out into that team and like secured a kill.
Yeah. And who walked up with all the kills? So Swain's on 1 kill, Malzahar's on 1 kill.
Jinx and
Darius is on 3. Yeah, and Jinx is on 1. That's very nice that they got it onto the Jinx. The sooner she gets her mythic, the better. That's honestly the best thing for her. She's going to reach a really nice power spike, which I definitely think not so much she'll be able to kill the bot lane, but she's just going to be able to farm the crap out of them.
Yeah.
That was a bold ult coming out of Bucky there, just guaranteeing a bit of CS and hoping he can save his tower a little bit.
Yeah, he's just trying to refuse the Darius from getting any further of a lead as he can.
Gotta keep drinking that water.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Ox!
Oh, it's going to be quite a big charm, but Blocky's coming in for a big thing. Oh, that was a big flash from Ku right there. That managed to absolutely dodge the crap out of it. That was very, very well played by Ku there. That flash was so perfectly timed. Lucky maybe could be a little bit more resistant and know that that flash is coming out and just hold that hook for a little bit longer, that might have engaged him more. Oh, that's a nice pickup from Lockie there onto the scuttle. Oh, that's poke mid. Oh, he misses the charm. Oh, no, she's still able to get it through. Oh, that was so close. Now, this could be a pickup to Lockie as well. If they don't manage to get this, Lockie is going to try and use Flash to get out. But Damo's committing. Damo's not swapping. He's going to see if he can pop his ult to try and guarantee him this kill, but it's going to be very, very tough if he goes under tower. Oh, Damo's committed, but he's getting hit under tower. He's getting stunned by it. Oh, Lockie does get the shutdown at least from that, so that's a good trade for him. Senna's coming up into the bot lane. Senna's taking a lot of damage as well from Blue Dragon. Oh, man. This is just back and forth. But Blue did walk out with 2 kills, and Red walked out with 1. It was nice that it was a shutdown towards Lockie. Worth the trade? I'm not sure, but to be honest, that's quite good for Damo. I think Damo is reaching his level 6 power spike, which I think is better than it is Lockie's power, like the Amumu's level 6 power spike. That's going to be better for the Nocturne, in my opinion, against this comp.
Now if we look at it, the Malzahar, he has his completed mythic, and that is just going to chunk raw damage into that mid laner.
Absolutely.
So now, on the side of actually Red Team, they have more mythics. They have more control over the mythic in this game. Like, Damo's the only one with the mythic on his team, but we've also got Lockie with the Sunfire and Ox with the Leandri's Anguish here.
Yeah. Leandrix is going to do really nice for that mid lane to get some more pressure up, but the CS is still neck and neck between the two. They're literally at the same CS, 105, 106. Yeah. That's just phenomenal gameplay from them. And look, Swain has managed to keep that, like, unfortunately, it is a big gap with a 30 CS, closer to 20, 20 CS difference between the two of them. Him managing to sustain that, though, and keep making sure he CSs is going to be good for him. As much as Jinx will get the Mythic most likely first, they're both on 1 kill, 20 CS difference. I think it's good Swain's keeping himself in this game.
Yeah, Swain is definitely doing the best he can to make sure that he is staying alive in this game and doing as much as he physically can. So now, Ari's actually picked up her Everfrost as well now. So this means that the ability to trade within this game is going to be just so ridiculous with that Ari. Because what's going to happen is she's going to pop her Everfrost to get rid of that magic shield that Ox starts off with, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to do quite well for her.
Oh,
this is a big game coming in from mid onto Damo here. So Damo's just cleaned up Oxley like no tomorrow. It's good that Ku actually, I think, got the kill in my opinion. I definitely think they need the Ari, because the big thing, the issue at the team right now is they're all AD. Like, so many of them are AD, and it's just Galio and him that are actually AP, and you can't really count Galio. But it's really nice that Ari got that kill. That was quite well played by Blue Team right now. They're playing a really, really nice game. They're playing this tactically, they're playing this sensibly, they're not overextending, they're doing quite well. We've seen this team throw before, though, so there's always a chance. Okay, that's a hook that he's dodged. That's 2 snares that he's hooked. Oh, man, he's just dodging everything. Now he's got into a... Now Bubbles is starting to find his fate. That's a decent engage by Boggy. I'm not sure how much he's going to be able to pull off there, because there's no one to follow it up, though. But Damo might be able to potentially help him Ku out here. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was worth the ult from Boggy or the surprise.
The lane gank from Lockie.
Oh, Lockie's coming in for a massive hook onto Bubbles here. Bubbles will definitely get picked off, but whether they can get the Galio, no, they will not be able to clap him. But that was a very, very nice pick by Lockie. Well played by him. That was just as Jinx got a Kraken Slayer as well. Who did the kill go to? Lockie. Unfortunately, that's not the best thing, though.
Yeah,
well, arguably, though, because they do need the tank back in the game, because Ornna's just so far behind, and again, he's a bit far behind with his Mythic as well. So it's good to have one of the tankier characters getting a lot of the kills. Lockie's got a really nice CS as well. I think 100 CS on the move is going quite well for him. I still think this game is even. There's another dragon coming up, which I think may point us towards a bit more who's going to be going where and where we're going to see this next big team fight. This could be a really nice pick onto Oxley if they do get a bit of damage out here. Unfortunately, Oxley does have the flash to get out of it, but that is going to make Dragon harder for Red Team right now.
The Darius has TP, but the Ornn doesn't. So I think Red Team just has to be sensible here, and they just have to give up Dragon. There's no feasible way for them to contest this without losing something major.
Absolutely, they're just Blue Team's doing the sensible thing and just starting it right away. While Daisy plays with the whole team right now. She may get picked off, but the Dragon's definitely going to be taken by Blue Team. They're committing to this. They're not pulling for Ku. Look, questionable, but I think it's worth it. They definitely want to start pushing that Dragon Soul, and as long as Jinx is still getting that economy, that's going to be really good. But yeah, Ari needed to play way more safe there. Way more safe.
Well, Swain actually gets the shutdown on the Ari there, so that's even more gold for him to just sit on.
I'm getting quite upset right now because there's something that smells really good downstairs. Oh, Oxley's going through. Wesinski's going straight onto them. Able to take the Swain off guard. He's popping his ult to see if he can try and sustain out of this. But Blue Dragon's going to be able to clean up and get another kill from him. That's going to be really nice. Lockie's going in. This is a super risky play. Galio is coming back in with his ult though. They're really squished down. I don't think they can follow this through. Oh, if he got hit by that snare, that would have been dangerous. That would have been very dangerous for Bubbles to keep following through on.
Yeah, definitely. And so now we've seen that Darius is picking up a Gore Drinker, which is actually quite an unusual buy for Darius players. Usually, if you see someone playing Darius, you usually think of an item like Stride Breaker or Trinity Force. But Gore Drinker here, I think, is actually quite the play. With a team like Ornn, and Mumu, and Malzahar, and maybe even Swain and Senna, you find yourself being stuck in between them a lot. And
Absolutely.
if you want to get that extra sustain in that team fight, because especially with that burn from Leandries plus the W from the Malzahar, you're going to be wanting to get as much sustain in lane as possible.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's good as well with the Galio combination. Like those two just having a bruiser out the front and a Galio just hailing down damage. Hopefully, a lot of the time the Galio will be using his ult on around Darius. Darius should be positioned right in there. And look at that CS. He's kept a 50 CS lead against Ornn right now. Boggy's not having a good time top lane.
Yeah.
As soon as that roaming starts, that Darius is really going to start to shine. But if he doesn't use his lead properly, that's most of the economy. A lot of that economy is in Darius right now. So if he doesn't play this properly, that could be quite bad for blue team right now. Just gotta hope they play sensibly. They've got a team comms. I think is really what's going to save our blue team. It's not save them, but win them this game.
Yeah, definitely. But man, it's still so up in the air because blue team are making some real stupid decisions that's allowing for red team to stay fighting and stay swinging.
Yeah, they are making some questionable choices with when they do things. So there was a possible, I think, again, with Bubbles walking up and potentially getting snared there, that would have been very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
Would have been entertaining to see that. Would have loved to see that fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely looking a lot more comfortable in that bot lane. Swain is definitely having a much harder time getting any kind of damage onto Jinx now that she's hit a power spike. Doing quite nicely for them. Yeah, he just can't close the gap and get any hooks on her anymore.
Yeah, Jinx
Still,
is a...
Here you go. Oh, okay, so teleport coming into bot lane. This is going to be a 4-man gank into the bot lane right here. This is going to be a lot of damage potentially going out. But Locky does get CC'd out of it, so that's the biggest hook gone. Malzahar's able just to pop his ult and completely make it invincible. This is a teleport coming in down from, I'm not sure who that is. Oh, that's two teleports actually. Oh, they're just going to walk away. I think that's the best decision. Oh, no. Oh, Darius, that's going to be very, very risky play. But yeah, that was a really, really good gank coming in for red team. Picking up the 1 kill and walking away was quite nice. Damo has to be very, very careful here about playing with this fire. Steal the grub. Do it. Do it, Damo. Oh no, they got that control ordered. Oh no, they could potentially pick up the Swain here. Oh, they don't see the Swain down in the nearest turret. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to follow through with that. Yeah, just walk out, walk out. That's the safest thing they can do.
Yeah. If they just disengage and keep going.
No?
Yeah, okay, Boggy's just going to be able to just sit here and just keep farming and just get back into this game. The further, the more they leave Boggy alone, the more he's going to be able to just keep farming and keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah. They need that health. They need that health in their team fight.
At the next level, Boggy's got an upgraded mythic item. And then that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you won't be able to stop him from what he's going to be able to do.
And that's Boggy getting his Sunfire Aegis right now, which is quite nice. You know they called it Sunfire Cave, that was a long time ago.
Oh, man. Yo, shout out to all my homies who remember the old items, right? Bring back Static Shiv. I will petition for it. I want it back. I miss Static Shiv Yasuo.
Mate, even you guys don't remember the old items. Fucking, they were next level. All the old photos and things like that.
Fucking Banner of Command, Omreka. I remember some items.
Oh, there we go. Oh, damn it, that's a nice big engagement to the center. Center's getting completely caught out. She's using a flash, but I definitely think she's going to get picked off here. Unfortunately, that's go to Waz. I think it was better to another person there, but that's a really nice clean pick for them. Locky's really, really bold plays here. He's looking at Bubbles a lot, but he's just walking straight past him. He doesn't care. Nocturne's getting completely shut down. They might be able to pick up a kill, but Nocturne is forcing his flash out of that. Locky does pop his ult, but he might not get picked off. Oh, he just gets picked off there. That was a really nice pick from Oxley there. Oxley and Locky played that excellent. They played that really, really well. They got the pick that they needed to get for that. And Dragon is going to be up soon. That puts the blue team in a really bad spot to try and start this next fight.
Yeah.
I definitely think the team fight may look towards with Amumu, Ornn, and Swain. That is a ridiculous team fight. That's a lot of sustain coming from Swain. That's a lot of stun coming from Amumu. They might not be able to get to this quick enough, but this could be a really tough engage for our blue team right now. Sorry, for red team right now onto blue. Yeah, they're walking away. I think that's the best thing they can do. They should be playing this sensibly, not risky, and that's exactly what they're doing. So they do have that nice control ward there, just letting the RA push up the farm. Oh, this is going to be a really risky engage from the beast here. Oh, let's go quite a bold thing from Darius, but he is nice and far ahead at the moment, so he can compensate the damage. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get Gore Drink off. He didn't use it at all, actually. But that's going to be very unfortunate for blue team right now, getting those picks from red team.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough. This is a 4v5 now.
Boggy now has that Forge Fire crest. He has now got that upgraded ultimate, and that's going to do so much
okay,
work.
so Daisy walked straight into them. That was a really bold play from her, but that big ult from Sen is going to be able to give everyone like the shields and shut down a lot of that damage. Damon is potentially looking for a steal here. He's still kind of hovering around that dragon. But look, that's going to look really, really grim for blue team right now, giving up another dragon. I don't know if Damon's willing to risk it.
Yeah. But
Yeah, they're just going to keep it as is.
But now look at Oxley. He's now 4-2 with a Rylai's as well as his Leandries. He is going to be pumping out so much damage, and they won't be able to outrun his minions that he spawns. This man is going to become invincible.
Yeah, this is going to be ridiculous.
Way too much damage.
Absolutely. And look, both teams are neck and neck in economy right now. Everyone has the same amount of money. There's the same amount of kills. There's the same amount of dragons. There's only 2 turrets going to red team, and it is literally the only advantage I can see right now. I think late game scaling is just as good for both teams. Senna, Swain, Ornn, Amumu, that's all really good. Malzahar's ult's going to have so much influence over any kind of like solo carry person from the blue team. But blue team, look, that Jinx is reaching a really nice power spike. She's still kind of riding that through. It will eventually start to drop off, which is going to be a bit worrying around that 35-minute area. But these next 10 minutes should help kind of dictate that. But you still got Ahri, Nocturne, Darius, Galio. That's a lot of tank, a lot of bruiser.
Yeah.
But this is going to be this is just neck and neck right now.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic to watch. But one thing that I'm curious about is why is the Darius gone for Bramble Vest and plated steel caps? There's the only source of actual AD coming from this team is Senna.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I think just the Merc trades for overall tenacity as well is just way safer. I think Darius might have actually thrown here with his choice of boots and items.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that was the way to go. I think he definitely was way too risky in that last team fight that they had. He has all the kills. He is the most valuable person right now, aside from Jinx with all that damage. I think he had the most damage potential there, but he was just so bold. He just walked into them without his team. I think they're getting a little bit of a lost in communication, but hopefully they can pull it together.
Yeah, Boggy started pulling out the side lane now, and he's trying to get to level 14, and he should be upgrading Oxley first. If he doesn't upgrade the Oxley, I don't really see anyone else that's way more viable to actually get that upgraded ult, or upgraded item. Because just an upgraded Leandries just means that you're so much safer, and you're doing way too much damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the Banshee's procs from Ku here. It's not really doing much for her. I think she got it in response to Oxley's R, but at this point in the game, he doesn't even really want to ult Ahri. He wants to be ulting the Jinx as much as he can, or maybe the Darius.
Oh, Lucky Nose is there. Lucky's looking at this Damo right now. Oh, damn it doesn't know he's safe. This is a super risky. Oh, Lucky just misses the hook by a second. Oh, man, that was close. I think I'm a little bit behind.
I was a bit ahead. My apologies.
Oh.
I should be back to normal now. Yeah, I've been my thing's just been deciding it wants to go ahead sometimes. But man, this game it really is anyone's game now.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous. This is such a close game. Ahri might get caught out. No, Ahri knows that she's too far up. This could be really risky though. If Lucky gets the right hook here. No, he'll miss it.
Oh, unfortunate.
Lucky Ahri. Lucky Ahri.
Yeah, Boggy wants to get this scuttle. It just any sorts of vision control is just the way to go here.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, okay, so this is a big engage. They're going straight onto the Swain right now to see if they can get trying those early picks and take him off guard. This is definitely what Nocturne excels at. They're not able to pick up the kills though. Senna is very, very low, but she does get the shield from her ult. Unfortunately, that's a lot of ults used from blue to no avail of any kills. Nice over Frost, but that's so unfortunate. They put so much in there. Lockie's coming in for a big stun right now. He wants to try and get off his ult, but it's not quite close enough. He's going to have to wait for that second hook before he goes in, but Senna's just able to keep healing up her team throughout the whole of this. Galio is definitely looking towards to use his ult right now, but Nocturne doesn't have anything. There's going to be a big ult coming out from Lockie. He's just been sandwiched into everyone. He flashes in to commit to this ult. Blue team's looking really grim right now. That's so much CC into blue team. Red team has got 2 kills right now. They're just able to clean sweep them up. Darius was able to pick up a kill, unfortunately, but oh man. Red team played that so well, and blue team just thought they could get those kills into the Swain in the center, but Swain just mashed R, and Senna just kept him alive, and they were just able to out-sustain any that dive onto them. They don't have the lead that they need right now. Blue team is falling apart. They really, really need this damage. This is looking really, really good for red team. There's going to be a nice Baron buff. They're going to try and egg them on here, though. This is a 2v4. I'm not sure what Jinx and Nocturne will try to achieve, but it will be quite interesting.
Yeah. Ornn has hit that level 14 power spike, and now Oxley has that upgraded Leandries, and he is just doing way too much damage in this game now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Damage is going to get zoned too hard here. Jinx is trying to distract as much as he can, but there's going to be doing his best. So unfortunate. Blue team, it's looking grim, guys. It's looking grim for me. I'm going to do a shoey. I'm really not looking forward to doing a shoey.
Wow, dude, just the amount of items that
I
Red
forget
Team
what's
now
tonight.
has over them.
I think I have to do the shoey at a later date, but I will definitely do one. I just can't do one tonight.
Well, you're going to be held accountable to this.
I will
Also,
be held accountable.
I would just like to mention to all of Twitch chat that Peter was just called a pussy by our production manager Tempo. Just thought everyone should know.
Blue team's going to try and force a dragon here, but this is going to be a really bold engage from them. Malzahar's coming in really close, but Malzahar might be a bit too far up here. Lockie's going to try and look for a steal potentially, but they might be able to guarantee the dragon here. Oh, Lockie nearly got it, but Blue team was able to shut down. Lockie's now really far into this team fight, and Damon's ripping apart the backline while Lockie's getting torn apart in the front. Oh, this is huge. They got a kill onto Cat. They got another kill there. Swain's stuck in his Zonias right now. This is a really big fight for Blue. They've completely brought themselves back into this team. They didn't have a single person die, and they killed 4 people. This is just... Oh man, this game has just gone straight back onto Blue team. Every time, these guys always provide some entertainment with this stuff. It's just next level play. I cannot see this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Do I do a shoey or do I not do a shoey? Yeah, Ornn's not going to be able to do much. Oh, Ornn wasn't in that whole fight. Oh, that's so unfortunate for them. Ornn's that position is definitely going to falter for them. That's the whole Baron buff gone now. That's the whole Baron buff just completely wiped out for them.
It's just my biggest concern is just the refusal of an ult from Lockie.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, sorry, I just need to have a 30-second intermission. I won't be long.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, Lockie basically he had a whole ult, and he could have used it to get out from that dragon pit, and it's a 1.75 second stun, but it's enough that he can just use it to get out. Now Boggy's gonna be looking for an engage here, but no, he's not. He's just going to disengage. He saw the Ahri was potential. But maybe Ox and Cat are looking for this, but no, but Ahri's just going to disengage. Alright. Don't expect the best casting if something happens, because I'm an Atlas's boy. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Ox can do. Yeah, can we actually bring up the gold graphs, please? And we're seeing a lot of it. It's really split evenly among Blue team, but you're seeing that so much of the gold is being poured and funneled into Oxley on the red team that it's just there's not as big of an impact as everyone else would like. Alright, so they've decided to upgrade Swain's ability to the second time. So there's now 2 Leandries Laments present in this game. And I wonder he's going to end up upgrading centers next. They need to pump out more damage. And while Jinx has now picked up the Lord Dominic's regards here, that's just going to be so much damage for this Jinx to just chunk in. So there's potential for a team fight to actually break out here. Oh, Lockie getting hit by a charm, and then the Everfrost. Boggy putting out the ult. And just nothing comes from it. They knew that something had to happen there. Or they knew that something could happen there, but something didn't have to happen there. Just the quick disengage was the smartest play, I think, for Red Team to have chosen. And we continue another day. Yeah, true. Lockie did get the red buff. That was indeed worth it. And Amumu now has the Frozen Heart, meaning Jinx is going to be doing way less than she really wants to be doing. Yeah, that's a 20% attack speed reduction. And maybe we might see a Randuin's as well, potentially. Alright, they can't be looking for a team fight here. Lockie's been clearing the wolves.
How'd we go?
We're good. There was a team fight that was going to happen. I started casting, it was sounded pro, and Lockie stole the red buff, and then they flashed out and just got away.
They were too scared for you to cast.
Yeah.
Squish does make a point. I was very happy to see a team fight. Okay, hopefully we should start seeing another big team fight here. Oh, Lockie's looking very bold for a hook here, potentially. Oh, no, he's not that cocky. He is very cocky, but he's not that cocky at the moment. He's definitely let a bit of self-restraint to try and walk in there and just get a massive ult onto them.
Pete, I believe you're still watching stream.
I am still watching stream. That is indeed correct.
Yeah, I think just Red team knowing that they can just take the back, reset, and have the items and set up for drag really well here. Buggy knows from last time that he needs to stay and be in this team fight. Otherwise, that's just a free Mountain Soul given over to blue team here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be a really good Mountain Assault if they do manage to get this. It'll do very well with their comp as well. I think it does better for red team, but equally just as much for blue team, to be honest. They get the nice bit of an advantage there. This team fight, I think, is going to be a big decider. Not Dragon Soul for red team, though, unfortunately. I think they very much wish this was going to be the salt point for them in terms of how impactful this fight could be. They're quite split up right now, so it's got to be risky. Ku's coming... Sorry, not Ku. Who's... No, it is Ku. Ku's very much caught by herself in the... down the bottom there. She needs to be with the team fight. They need to play around Galio. Galio is such an important part, and the Darius. As long as all that damage can be absorbed by those two, that's the most important thing that they can try and do. Because Darius can still present as much of a problem as he can. I'm hoping to see a big flash ult coming out from someone, but I don't know who's going to start this fight. I get the feeling it might be the Locky hook. That's going to be the biggest engagement here. Or Locky's potentially looking for a hook into mid lane. But he jumps straight into the backline, so Galio is the first one to cop that damage. That's going to be quite good. Order's getting a lot of CC here, but in the backline we're getting a lot of kills as well. Damo's able to Zonyas and keep himself alive, but Blue Dragon's getting absolutely assaulted by the tanks right now. He's going to get taken out. It's a lot of their damage gone. Ku was able to try and pick off Cat's got a job in the background, but Galio's got a massive ult here. Ku's be able to bring this back and try, and Damo's getting as much damage out as he can. They're all so low. Oh, but it's going to be between Ku and Swain. Swain may be able to pick off the Darius here. Darius hopefully keep himself. That's huge damage coming out of Darius. Oh, Blue Tape played that so well. That was such a fight, like, well played by both teams just then. Can they get Dragon, though? I think they can.
They definitely can. And just, I think the tanks, they were committed onto the wrong people. They didn't have any peel for the squishy people on their team. So they left the Malzahar, the Swain, and the Senna to just be sitting there on their own devices.
Yeah, and Ornn and the, what should we call it? Ornn and, I can't remember the name. Mumu just can't put out enough damage. That was the thing. So the Darius was able to get on there with the Galio and things like that. And Darius, he can put out the damage. He's a bruiser. He can bring that damage through. Unfortunately, just the Ornn and the Mumu just couldn't clap the ADCs quick enough. Yeah. Who were the people to die? I think it was just Blue Dragon and Damo in that fight.
I believe so.
But that was very, very... Honestly, that was a tough team fight for both teams there. That was very, very hard to do. I think Locky saw the right engagement, but he didn't hook onto the right person. He managed to latch onto the Galio, which is definitely going to be a rough start for them. But yeah, as soon as both of those peel, like you said, like both those peelers that could have helped their backline were just gone and committed on top of the ADCs, it was going to be too rough. So the RE just managed to rip it apart with the Darius.
Yeah, now we're seeing the upgrade going on to Senna. So we are going to see Locky being the last person to be getting upgraded by the Ornn here. And I think that's just the way it should be played here. I think an upgraded Sunfire doesn't give you too many boosted stats. It's 15 magic resist and armor resist and 150 health, and that's just not a whole lot.
Yeah, there's not much variation, I think, is the issue with Red Team right now. They just do not have enough AD. I think that's honestly where they're lacking so much damage, is they need someone to help bust the Darius, bust the Garrett, what do you call him? I can't speak English. Galio, that's what I'm looking for. They needed someone to bust those down, and they don't have enough consistent damage coming out of Senna. And Senna's not running lethality runes or anything like that. I think that could have seen as more valuable. But yeah, not going to work for them. Blue team is really committed to this bush. Really, really committed. Darius is potentially going to be picked off at the bottom here, though. Yeah, they know there's 3 people there, so they're just going to start Baron. I think Darius should be able to stall enough here. He's going to be quite strong. Malzahar moment, just being able to mash R. But Darius is able to sustain as much as he can. The longer he sustains, the better it is going to be for his team. That is going to be a nice big pick for them. But if Sanemane can potentially get the steal here, that's going to be very, very rough for Blue team. And Galio can't do anything right now to try and stop it. That's a nice pick up from Blue. They're able to walk away. I think it was worth the sacrifice and the distraction from the Darius. Or if they do get the kill, so this will be really, really nice for them. No, she'll walk away. Ku should not be getting so cocky right now. Yep. Gosh, Ku makes me nervous.
You really don't want to.
Oh, she got slowed. That could be potentially quite good news. Locky's not giving up this hunt, to be honest. He's ready to go all the way in. They have to make sure they dodge that hook. Oh, that's a nice charm coming in from Ari. Really, really nice from her. Lucky's not giving up though. He wants the blood. Oh, but Damo's coming into a big fight here. This is like a 1v3 kind of situation though for Damo in the backline. He's going to distract them for a long time. He's still able to live. So Galio's able to come in and clean up right now. Galio's still probably got his ult on board. Ari's just ripping apart their bot lane. And Swain's getting absolutely massacred there. You have to use Zonyas to try and get out of there. None of the blue team have actually died yet. They've all been really, really low. And this is a teleport coming in as well. Lucky's getting picked off. That's huge. That's massive. They could have used the teleport for mid lane. It is good that the Ari can get there, but I think the Darius and Ari would have been a great combination. And Ornn wasn't in another fight. They need Ornn to be there. They can't just have Lucky be the one taking all of it. He's not that good at being able to take that much damage. I think that might be it for them. I think that's quite a guaranteed inhib as long as they group up. Again, the Darius, I think, could have used his teleport a lot better in that situation. I think they're so committed to wanting to win that fight, but this is going to be quite a big lot of damage. There's no turret to protect the Ornn anymore, and the setter's going to try and do their best to CC the Galio out of it. Oh, but they're coming down, and they're raining fury onto that Ornn. Oh, mate, he's got no chance. He is living for a phenomenally long time. That was insane how long he actually lived for on a 1v4, basically. But I just don't think they can do this. I think this may be the, I think we may be looking at the end. They can't pick up any more inhibs though, because all the other turrets are pushed under, but I think they're ready to commit to this. As long as they can get 2 turrets, I think they'll try and be happy with that. No, they're going to walk away. Sensible, I think that's what they need to stick to. It's very good. Sensible means I don't do a shoey.
But yeah, it's just... Although this Jinx doesn't have all the kills, she's still Jinx in the late game. She's level 16 now. She's going to be pumping out way too much damage to even comprehend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's hit her power spike really nicely, and they use that advantage quite well. She may be plateauing at the moment, but she's still so far ahead. And she was just ripping Swain apart. Swain has no choice but to just take so much damage in. I'm surprised they're not running a bit more of a anti-heal. They've only got Oblivion Orb and 1 Thornmail. But to be honest, Swain's not that much of an issue for them at the moment, so they're actually going quite nicely with it.
Yeah.
And the Zonyas for Swain have not been that valuable. It's such a good item on Swain, like jumping into the enemy team, getting a bunch of sustain out, and Zonyasing like while your whole team comes in. But a lot of the time it feels like a lot of their team is going on to the Swain, and Swain's just left there while their whole team's getting, like, their backside's just getting ripped apart. I think it's just the comp. I think it's just the comp is just not doing it for Red Team right now. They definitely could work on some positioning right now. They're still in the game. That is unquestionable. They're still definitely in this game. They've got the couple dragons in there. They've still got a really healthy economy, considering there's quite a big gap in the kills and turrets. But I think the next fight may be dictating. If they lose the next fight, it's going to be rough, and that's going to be the Elder fight as well.
Yeah, now that Damo's picked up his GA, it means he can go in way more aggressively than he really should be able to. Okay, the engage starting here.
Oh, Galio's getting really bold here. This is quite a big engage for them, because this is actually a 4v5 right now, as Darius is in the bot lane. Wise is taking a lot of damage in, but they're able to put a lot of it into Ornn. Unfortunately, Ornn is the best person for them, blue team, to have all the damage absorbed into. This is a really, really risky fight from blue team right now, and Darius is still not in this fight just yet. They're trying to do as much damage as they can. They are getting a lot of damage onto the center, so it's not totally uneven. Damo's going straight back into them. This is another even bolder play. They are to get another pick. That's a 3rd pick coming in from them. Sorry, 2nd pick coming in for blue team. Oh, but they're just going to run them down. I don't think they're ever going to bother with Elder. I think they're just going to try and end. Swain's popping another Zonyas, but again, I don't think it's going to do much for their team right now. Kush is able to put out so much damage into him. Yeah, they're just going to walk it down mid, I think. I think this is it. I think this is GG.
We're going to be seeing another repeating of Team 1 versus Press the Attack.
Oh yes, I cannot wait to see a replay of that. Yeah, I think Lucky knows what's up. I think he knows it's a pretty grim situation right now. He's sitting there just emoting, doing his best. Well played though. Honestly, very, very, very well played.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal game played from both teams. I think there were just a few too many mishaps from Red Team that caused them to lose that match. But I gotta say, both teams played to their they played their hearts out. They wanted to go for this, and I can sense the pain coming from Red Team. But from what I know, they weren't feeling hopeful at the start of this tournament, but they've come through and came to the losers bracket finals. They made it to they won the bronze medal pretty much.
Yeah, that was a very valiant effort coming from. Considering they were the underdogs and they were to come 3rd, that was really, really good. And I didn't have to do my shoes, so no offense, guys, but fuck, I was close. But that was a good thing that it was that close. To be honest, like, I think Damo's team has been looking really, really good so far. They're definitely going to be fatigued. I think we've seen enough of Wise's team right now, because we've definitely just been watching them for the past, 3 times now? We're going to watch them for a 4th time now. And this will be the decider. This will be the decider of the tournament, is the next game between Gamma's team and Wise's team.
Yeah. If I had to choose